Are you ready? Can crush us. It don't really get no better than this. The podcast that you're looking for if you're really heavy into wrestling. Hosted by the Mark. Energy that's so amazing. Gotta keep it entertaining. Rep the Can Crusher Nation. Yeah, you know what's going down in the ring. Lights out when you hit a ding ding. Knock 'em out like boom bada bing. Hold it down, you can crown me the king. Got a shout out to the Miz and Duke the Dumpster. We choke slamming everybody. Power driving, hit 'em with a face buster. Yeah, this the show you need and it ain't no need for waiting. Mark, hold it down for the Can Crusher Nation. All about wrestling and keep it entertaining. Can Crushers Wrestling Podcast. Time to break 'em, let's go. Yeah, Can Crushers. Yeah, Can Crushers. Let's go.
What's going on, you guys? This is the CEO of Shane Taylor Promotions and the baddest of all time, Shane Taylor, and you are listening to the Can Crushers Wrestling Podcast.
I gotta save my cockles.
I don't.
Well, to keep going then.
Oh. Welcome to Can Crushers Wrestling Podcast.
Not what I meant.
Oh, you meant the woo? The woo?
Yeah, you're now the voice of the voiceless in the area.
Yeah, the other voice of the voiceless is just quitting his day job, apparently, and moving on to other things.
Right.
Greener pastures from what I'm hearing here. So,
Golden Pipes, Gania.
old Golden Pipes is no longer doing the play-by-play for the Seawolves, which, you know what? Good for him. If he's
After
found
2.5
a role,
decades.
2.5 decades, and, he's getting time with the Tigers, absolutely. Congrats to him.
I'm happy for him. Congratulations, Greg Gania. That's Sir Michael Jenks. I'm Mark the Mark. This is a wrestling podcast. Doesn't mean we're talking about wrestling, though.
It's a shit show podcast, I think, now more than anything. But
Anything, yeah. I mean, we could take Can Crushers Wrestling Podcast. It's just Can Crushers, which none of us are drinking cans at this moment or for a while. But
no, we're being good podcasting hosts, I think. From this,
we are until next week, because next week
next
is
week
Ask Can
we might have
Crushers.
to, yeah.
We'll have to have something.
But I'll tell you, yeah, I agree with that. But I'll tell you what, don't really miss it.
Oh, not at all. Not at all. I don't miss anything. I know we're both healthier from it, that, and the other. We only drank during the podcast, essentially. You had maybe trivia night, you had one or two, and I would go out on a Saturday and have one or two, but we pounded our beverages, our consumption during the show.
Oh, absolutely. And we found out we didn't need to before it to go off the rails. Yeah, I know, right?
Listen to some of them.
There's some of them that are, you can tell, but also we don't need it. We don't need them to go off the rails because we do that anyways.
Yeah, it's always a throw shit against the wall show.
Yeah. The best kind of shows. How are you doing, by the way? Oh, I asked first. How was your week? How are you doing, birthday boy? Belated birthday boy. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. The last week we missed via work. That's the reason why we didn't. It rolled downhill again, and some people had to go to work on a random day and cover some stuff. So the birthday was great. I decided to wake up and run 10 miles because I wanted a nice long run on my birthday. And then the rest of the week just turned out to be kind of recoup, recover, get ready. I did a 2-miler on Monday, a 5-miler on Wednesday, and I am off until you guys are listening to this, because as you're listening, I'm in DC, essentially, getting ready for the first race of races in my life.
Is it?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go for it.
They send you all these to-dos because it's called it's St. Jude's Rock and Roll running series. So it's a big thing. It really is a big thing. I've been getting texts every other day from Sandra and Bob and these people that they're either robots or people I don't know because they got my number from St. Jude's. You're gonna do great. Ba, 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 ba. Cool, thank you. Today got an email just to hype you up a little bit for Saturday. Clearly, it's still Thursday, folks, but we're recording early as always. Just to hype you up for Saturday, here's your bib number. You and the other 10,000 people are going to rock it. I'm like, that's when everything came together. I knew it wasn't going to be me and Max and Jenks running. I knew there was going to be a couple thousand.
Yeah.
When the number of 10,000 hit me in the face, I'm like, oh shit. I don't know how to run through people, let people pass me. I don't know how to do any of that because since November 15th, when I started this journey, and this is the first thing I signed up for before I did any virtuals, I'm like, it's March. You know, I don't know how people run and this and that. And yep, me and 10,000 people are going to be running from the Capitol back to the Capitol, seeing Washington Monument and Abe, and then back. So that's gotten my head a little bit. The miles, not bragging or anything. 3.1 miles, lickety split. Hopefully, my goal is 36-ish is where I'm sitting right now on it. If it's faster, it's because I'm jazzed up with the people. If it's slower, it's because I'm scared of the people.
So when I ran, this was before COVID, and obviously I ran in an ice cream 5K because he had ice cream at the end of it, and I'm a big guy, so why not? I was doing around, I think it was like 40, 41, something like that, because I get winded, and there's hills. So you're lucky in that regard that it's the National Mall. You're going to be pretty much flat ground for the most part. You take it in stride. I mean, when you look at, there's like 3,000 people that do the Turkey Trot area every year. So you kind of learn the ropes a little bit of how it's spatial awareness. So I think you'll figure that out pretty quickly. You know, act like you're in your own bubble. Just watch people move around.
Elbows out.
Elbows out. Get as much space as you can. Take up as much room as you can, but don't throw elbows either. So you ended up in front of old Abe getting arrested and pepper sprayed.
If Abe comes out of his chair to come after me for throwing elbows,
if Abe the vampire hunter is coming for you, then you got problems.
Right. I have a couple goals. Like I said, one, Jenks reminded me, don't get hurt. That should be number one. 2 is definitely have fun and use this, even though it's a big one, as a training for the others that are coming.
Yeah.
And there's a really, really new one, Jenks. I'll tell you that. Under my 36 or 36 or under-ish, around there is what I'd like. And then just the experience. You know, that goes with have fun, but just chill out and enjoy it. Because I'm running in DC. 5 months ago, Jenks. 6 months ago, I said, hey, Jenks, I'm going to start running. What would you have done at me? Laughed. Everybody, not laughed, but they're like,
I would have been like, if you can go for it, I would say you go for it. Laugh, but then go for it and see what happens. I think I did laugh because I'm like, you just tore or you just had meniscus problems or knee problems and you're trying to run.
By the way,
it helped out. I mean, you disproved my theory of that could like make your injury worse, but it builds up the muscle around it, so it helps your knee out and all the time. So, hey, you proved me wrong.
And maybe doctors. I don't know. Knock on wood, because we'll see what happens. So as soon as I get my bib number, go through my helter-skelter moments, I'm like, oh, next thing I slide up on Facebook is the Pittsburgh NFL Draft Day 5K. No thought to it. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. Then they show you the medal, and of course the medal is black and gold. So I'm like, oh, here's my $50 for that. We'll be down in Pittsburgh on draft weekend now.
Well, now when in Rome, you just go to the draft, I think. I mean,
right?
You might as well.
Stay for Saturday now.
Exactly. Just show up.
Show up and show out.
Show up, show out. Celebrate the team. I don't think, is there admission to it? Because it's in the street. So, I mean, it can't be.
I saw that they already released the map. It is, you start at PNC and you actually end up, after you go over like 97 of the 4,000 bridges down there, you end up back at Acusure.
Okay, for the 5K. So you're going to be there anyways.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to be thrown right into the draft, people.
Oh, yeah.
So that is on April 25th, sir. Prior to that, I have 2 virtuals that I have already signed up for long ago because they mean so much to me. One is a 10K, which still distance is fine because that's only 6.2, essentially. I'm up to 11 miles now. That is on a random Thursday because that is Autism Awareness Day.
Okay.
So
that's April 2nd, right?
That's April 2nd.
Okay. Yep.
And then on April 11th, you know how Can Crushers is so huge for mental health awareness. There is one that is, and I've also thought about going to this one, but I already signed up virtually, so I'm not. But it is a Don't Struggle one. It's very mental health. It's in Roanoke, Virginia. The person running this lost her sister from suicide. So, boom, Don't Struggle 5K virtual is in the book. So I have one the 2nd of April. I have one the 11th of April. I have the Pittsburgh 5K on the 25th. Oh, and then holy shit, it's already May 3rd for my half marathon.
You're not giving yourself any break.
Well, right after today's run, Jenks, I have to drive home.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow, which would be the 22nd of March, I'm still preparing for this half marathon now. I have 11 miles on Sunday for my long run.
Lucky you.
I might have bitten off more than I can chew this weekend. I don't know.
Are you running in May besides the 10K or the half marathon?
Oh, yeah, I am, by the way.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, what else we got going on now?
In May,
there's probably like a Memorial Day weekend 5K picnic extravaganza or something, I feel like.
Yeah, it is. It's in Buffalo, the 5K.
Well, let's try to guess this. Is there a Mother's Day 5K?
I don't know.
Okay, I didn't know if you signed up for one. That's what I was wondering.
I don't know because, well, I know when I signed up for the Buffalo one, I was kind of hesitant anyway because I'm like, oh man, that's a lot because that's really me pushing it. And I'm like, well, that's like 2 weeks difference before I do another major 5K. And essentially, I'm looping this one in. I know there's a lot of mothers in the world, but Mom's birthday is on the 2nd. I'm running on the 3rd, so I'm running for Mom essentially on that one. I'm going to, I don't know, write with a Sharpie on my arm, Helen or something. Even though the Pittsburgh Marathon has nothing to do with it, but it is it's running for Mom. That's the one that Mom's going to be on my shoulder. And for that one, folks, Can Crusher Nation, Sir Michael Jenks, I will have a really cool thing that's available for that run. Not available for all my runs, but that one is I will have a link that once I hit mile 1, I get a message from somebody. I get mile 2, I get a message from somebody else. So that will be available closer to then that I'll have that link to share with anybody that wants to leave a message for me. But you have to get in. Yeah, you have to get in probably quite early because there's only 13 miles. It would only take 13 people.
That's fair. That would probably be the day I'm busy.
Actually, it will only be 12 because once I get the link, I have to send it to my son first.
Well, so yeah, absolutely. Ethan's got to be. Yeah, Ethan's got to be in there. Watch I end up being busy with something else that day.
Probably.
that can happen at any time now. We're in that home stretch.
Toot toot! Here comes the train. So how was that? That was my next 6 months in a nutshell. How was your week?
My week's been good. One of my family members went into surgery. Everything's good now. He's fine. So we're thankful for that.
You just swept that under the carpet.
Yeah, I did. I'll give you more details later, but I did sweep that under the carpet. We're good here. It's been the dogs have decided to just sometimes be a-holes and sometimes not be. It depends on who you are. Bailey will bark at a runner. So you're in company now, Mark, with who she barks at.
Good.
This poor girl was trying to just get a run in this afternoon after work. And I'm taking the dogs on the walk. Bailey looks around, just lets loose, just bark. One big bark, and then as she runs past, keeps on barking. Girl smiling at this point. She's like, whatever, it's just a pup, whatever. Then somebody from their house was yelling something at us. I have no idea what it was. I could barely hear it. So as that person's yelling at us, Charlie's there, and he's got to defend his sister's honor, apparently. So he's got to bark at this lady while sister's barking at this other woman that's running. And I'm stuck in the middle, just like, are you two freaking kidding me right now?
And you have them both on a leash. One's going one way, one's going the other.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm fantastic because I'm on this. This is a solo walk at this point with these two yahoos. But they needed excitement this week. They were both very good dogs. They went to the vet. They got their wellness checks, their shots. Everybody's good now. She's agreeing again. So obviously somebody else is running past the house because why would we let people live?
I'm telling you, I think Max and Bailey are the same dog. They're
definitely the same breed, so they got the same wavelength going on here. The only thing,
and they're agreeing.
She's agreeing full-heartedly at this point. But yeah, they're just being their Yahoo selves at this point. So it's been a decent week, all things considered, and everything going on. But the pups are fine. They got clean bills of health, so we move on and we move forward with other exciting things.
It's right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Faster than
you think.
A marathon.
So, exactly. Faster than a half marathon. So, yeah, that's been my week in a nutshell. Last week, I told everybody about Singo. Delivered a great Singo. I have to send Mark. Well, this is a good one. I have to send Mark the picture we took of me doing it. So hold on one second. So
okay. Work has not been a shit show?
No, it's kind of slowed down a little bit. We did a release last month, so it's been it's been decent. So there you go, Mark.
It's coming. It's got a 3-hour trip. Oh, look at that.
I know. That was
that needs to be fucking incorporated into some house in the next couple of weeks.
The shirt, Amazon original, and then the background was actually a ChatGPT find at the last minute. So I was like, this works. So pretty nice little picture. But basically it says DJ Jenks. I got a very loud shirt. Yeah. And I incorporated the Rays hat into it, along with the multicolored sunglasses too. So
I figured you'd wear your Yeet ones.
Good call. I forgot about those. So I put those in the cupboard. They're in protective casing right now, so they don't get destroyed. I didn't even think about the Yeet ones. That would have been. That's a missed opportunity. I'm really actually disappointed in myself right now.
I'm disappointed that the Yeet's
the
not
Yeet
on
one would have been great.
Yeah, you would have got an extra little vibe.
Dang it!
You have to step up your game. See, that was your training. Singo.
That was my training. See, and we had a great response to it. Over 160 people came. So I was DJing, playing the bingo host for that. Great response. They want to do it again. We've had ideas for Disney songs instead through the generations and that. So
I want invited to that one.
we'll get it worked out. I mean, we had great turnouts. Why not do it again? Maybe we'll do it in person too. We'll see what happens. But this has been,
that's when it's in person. Then that's really when you bring the yeet out.
Yeah, that's when you step up the game. This was all virtual, so this was all over lunch kind of thing, but it worked out pretty well. So, yeah.
It's fucking amazing, by the way. Again, before we'll forget, don't forget, next week is Ask Can Crushers. Get your shit in by cancrusher69@gmail.com. Any questions about professional wrestling? Any questions, period.
Yeah. You can make them about professional wrestling, but just any in general works.
Yeah, we just like questions. It could be, did you die in DC? I don't know. We'll see if there's a podcast next week.
We'll see what happens.
Are you now regretting that you signed up for a half marathon with 25,000 people?
I don't think you regret that unless you get injured.
And you've brought up that way too many times. Listen,
I'm not putting it out there.
From Wednesday on, I stretched Thursday.
Yeah.
And clearly I drove Friday. And, I did nothing. Like, even Thursday, I told them, I'm like, I'm not doing a thing. They're like, well, we have a couple people off. I'm like, all right, I will drive the garbage truck. I will go to the dump. When I get back from the dump, I'm doing paperwork. Well, recovery day, I'm like, protection day. I said, because my stupid ass on the back of a garbage truck would have done something. And I'm like, I almost thought about, because I'm off on Friday. I was off yesterday, essentially.
Right.
I almost thought about taking today as just I'll play video games today just so I don't do anything stupid.
I mean,
but
that's
I did.
Hard. Oh, why would you?
Right. Yeah. No. And I almost pulled the trigger on MLB The Show, but I'm like, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
Really?
I did, because you know how the glitz and the glamour of things kind of get me.
They always get you worked up. Yeah.
And I'm like, then I watched some people play it. I'm like, it's the same damn game, just a little bit of glitz and glamour, Mark. You don't need it. Still continue to play with the Angels for this year, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
So
I'm still rolling with 24. So I still got to show 24.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with WWE. We talked about that. The paywalls and all that bullshit. No, I'm just going to roll with what we got and do our own thing with that. So.
Good call. Do you have, before we dive into, folks, we're really talking about AEW Revolution and maybe a little bit of the back burner from Dynamite this week. Do you have anything pressing that you saw that you want to talk about from the other company? I have one, but.
What's your one? Let's start with your one, and then we can go.
Remember WWE was for sale?
Oh, yes, that was the one I was gonna.
Oh, was that the game? Then
there's a different. That's a different thing. But go
on. I don't remember numbers, but Tony was the lowest, 6.9 billion, I think, and it went to essentially TKO and their mothership. But so Tony really did fucking put a bid in to buy the competition.
I mean, I don't blame him. Do you think he purposely lowballed it at that point?
Maybe because it was struggling.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it's flourishing right now, but it's definitely more than it was.
Oh, absolutely. It's more than it was. I think I'm going to say this. I think he could not raise more than the 6.9 billion. Because the company he did it with, what was it, like Bid 10 or something like that, or whatever the name is. I feel like it was more of we're just throwing a bunch of people together, and whatever we can scrounge together, we have to put a bid on.
Right.
Bid on it to see what it was.
Because don't you think if he really wanted it, he would have come up with another 4 million and said $10 billion? I mean.
Yeah, I feel like he would have.
So maybe he was just trolling.
I think he could have been trolling because he probably realized, they're not going to sell me the goddamn company. They would never. In a million years send it.
Right. I don't know though. I mean, you get $10 billion given to you to walk away from anything, would you?
Probably.
And it's not like he couldn't have done. I mean, who knows? Who knows within the last couple of years what wrestling would have been like then? Because it would have been a monopoly again. Sorry, TNA. Sorry, OVW. Sorry, NWA. Sorry, all these other ones. GCW. But it essentially would have been a monopoly again.
100%. And it wouldn't have been, it would have been a monopoly, and then you would have been like, well, what the fuck else are we going to, what else do we do here? You're going to have that much of an influence into TNA? Absolutely not. They were struggling at that time.
Right.
Then you have GCW. They don't have the bankroll to bring in some of this talent. So it would have been, it probably would have been WWE, AEW, Ring of Honor. And that would have been the dom, and maybe throw in NXT. And each night would have been just that show.
Imagine if it would have went through and John Cena's retirement happens under the AEW brand. Or it never happens.
I don't think it ever happens. I think he walks away.
The big, Triple probably leaves.
Trips leaves. Well, then that opens it up for there's your new company. And they find a way to create a new company.
Well, the way that Vince is trying to do it right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Bailey's pissed about that. We know.
Bailey's
we don't want your money either, Bailey.
We don't want it either. Same thing with Real American Freestyle. I mean, that's just things happening, right? But it's a nice wish to have, because you could have also then had Seth and Kenny, Seth and anybody. You could have had Dean / John Moxley back.
Run it back
up. WrestleMania 40 would have had an actual Mox appearance at that point, if you think about it.
Yeah.
So it could have happened and could have been something grand. And even to that point, imagine WrestleMania 40's main event would have had the Elite versus WWE Royalty at that point.
Probably the Bloodline still.
Probably the Bloodline, but then you would have, the Bloodline, The Rock, you would have had all these people, and then you have the Young Bucks, you have Kenny, you have all these guys running in to help Cody Rhodes secure the title. It would have blown up massively. And it would have been one of the things that it would transcend the wrestling time at that point. And if you did it right, you keep both companies away from each other for 2 years, and then all of a sudden this main event, it's like open the floodgates and let it go.
Yeah.
I think the other thing you look at is, do we have these partnerships with New Japan, CMLL, AAA, if this deal goes through? Because I don't know if
I don't think
theoretically do, because you don't need it.
No. But I don't even want to say double your roster. You quadrupled your roster.
You're taking in a pipeline of talent coming out of college, as well as future superstars in professional wrestling, on top of what the stacked rosters that you have out there now.
Do we get Netflix? Do we get this? Do we get that? I mean, there's so many what ifs, how abouts, and all of that. We didn't see it essentially with WCW and WWF. Boom, it happened. And it happened. But there wasn't this out there. The Netflix and the this to that. Netflix was still sending DVDs to your house and hoping they got them back.
Exactly.
At that time. Blockbuster was still around.
Yeah, well, losing money left and right at that point.
But they were there.
They were there after turning down Netflix. But that's the other point of that is, it's you find a way to buy your competition. You find a way to buy your competition any way possible. But I can go back to the original point. They knew they were never going to get it. So Tony's like, I'll just throw together fucking. They probably did 6.9 billion just to get a giggle out of themselves and say, "Oh, we offered 69," and that would have been it.
Because he's childish. Yes,
they're all childish to capacity.
That was my one. Go ahead.
Okay. My one is actually a little bit of more of a historical view.
Oh.
Disclaimer.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Is the NWO debut closer to today?
Oh, I saw this.
You saw this?
Yep.
Okay. Well, then we won't play the game. You want to play the game? Oh, you want to cheat? That's what you want to do. Okay.
Yeah. Cheat to win. Me and Eddie are homeboys.
Yeah. Oh, so obviously we know that one. It's not closer to today.
No.
But can you name the 5 historical events that it is? Name 5 historical events from the 60s.
Oh, fuck. I can't. No, I just saw that little blurb. I can't name what happened in the 60s. JFK got shot.
No. So the time frame has to be things that are younger than the 30-year age gap. So realistically, the NW debuted closer to these 5 events in the 1960s versus where it is today.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that wasn't one of them.
No,
JFK was 63, so that was like 33 years to the NWO.
Okay, I don't know them.
Okay,
I'm an idiot. So you win your game.
Yeah.
Still.
But
what are the 5 things?
The moon landing, 1969. Woodstock. So those were 27 years.
Okay.
The assassination of RFK and Martin Luther King was 28 years. And then, I mean, if you count it, the Summer of Love was 1967. So 29 years. Yeah, so the perspective of it all.
We're old.
We are old. And this, I mean, if you think about it, this week was the 25th anniversary of the last WCW pay-per-view.
Oh my God.
Which means
24.
Which means a week after that pay-per-view and next week, WWE bought WCW. So going right along with that line of what we just talked about, your competition buying you out. It's been 25 years since WWE bought WCW.
And only within the last 5 years, they finally got competition back.
Yep.
So for 20 years,
it was 20 years. 20 years they had nothing.
Yeah. I did see that NWO thing, and I'm like, oh man, it kind of made me feel old because I looked at the list that you just gave us. I'm like, oh yeah, I couldn't pinpoint those if you tried to ask me. Well, asshole just tried to ask me, and I still couldn't pinpoint them. So, yeah, I did see that though.
Yeah,
it was actually sent to me by a buddy, and he's like, wow, I feel old. And I looked at it, I'm like, oh god damn, like we weren't alive, we're in our heyday, and god, we're old.
Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing is you're looking at it like, holy shit, I have been alive longer than basically the NWO ran and existed at that point. My life before the NWO and after the NWO.
Yeah. And it's essentially half my life.
Yeah.
Also, some of my lovely friends this week told me this was my last year in the 40s. And I didn't put that in perspective. I knew I was turning 49, but I didn't put that in perspective. So, and my goal is always to run New York City Marathon when I'm 50, which is 2027. November. So that's still so far away. Like 3 years away in 2 years, and do mark math. But it's so far away. But they're like, you're in your last year of 40s, old man. Oh shit, I am. Here comes 10,000 people to run with me.
Yeah.
That's actually been my week. I lied at the beginning. The whole fucking birthday has blown me up.
Remember this, though. There's probably at least 3,000 of those people that are 50,
Older
60,
and
70,
faster than me.
No, I wouldn't say faster. I'm sure there's one guy that's 95 and he'll get finished in an hour.
For a 5K, he's really taking his time.
He's 90 years old. He's 90 years old at that point.
I want to be with him then. If he's doing that, I will hang back and hang with him because that's cool. And I mean that wholeheartedly. Like, I want to run when I'm 50. This guy is doing it at 90.
Anybody that gets out there and just puts in the effort, walk, run, whatever it is, jazzy scooter through the 5K, don't care. As long as you're putting in the effort and getting yourself out there and making the best choices, that's what the good point of it. Jazzy scooter, it's aside. I just want to throw something.
Okay, I was going to say, if he's jazzy scootering through it, I'm going to be pretty pissed.
That was more for fun, but roller skating, you're still putting in work with roller skating.
You are. I still think it's illegal, though. But maybe
if you don't care about getting disqualified, who cares?
Yeah, because you're still moving somewhat. I mean, you glide for a little bit more than nonetheless.
Well, if there's hills, you'd be gliding, but
maybe if it's an uphill incline of like 6%,
you're screwed.
Good.
You gotta get up that hill and take a look. You
want to talk about Revolution?
Yeah, we can talk about Revolution.
We got 20 minutes. No, I'm kidding.
Wow, we got time limits on this. Well, this guy gets beauty rest so he can get driving tomorrow.
No, I'm fine. I'm only leaving our time at like 10 o'clock. Get down there, do some stuff, head back to my buddy's house. The buddy's waking up with me at 4:30 in the morning to go to this, by the way. I'm like,
he's not running it, he's just going.
No. This guy has never ran a day in his life. Ever. We're gonna wake up. I'm gonna have a nice meal prep. He's gonna drop me off at the finish line. I mean, the finish line. That's cheating, right?
At the finish line. So you criticizing the other guy,
right? Drop me off at the start line.
Scooter.
Yeah, really? A car. Boom. Here you go. How fast was your 5K? A second. The fastest 5K out there. Yes, and I break world records. He's going to drop me off at the start line, go park, end up meeting me at the finish line, and then afterwards, I may have a cocktail afterwards. I'll put it out that way. Even though we just talked about there's a local down there that he says is pretty awesome that we need to try something. So one would be fine, I think.
I think you'll be all right. It'll be good.
All Elite Wrestling is taking over Can Crushers right now. Did you watch the buy-in show?
I've watched bits and pieces of it. I specifically have one piece of commentary.
I have nothing because I did not watch it because clearly I did not watch it live.
Listen, the only thing I will say is Wayne Brady, my man, don't be trying to mix it up with Shane Taylor. That's just bad combination. Improv your ass on out of there. That's all I'm going to say to that. But yeah, my man.
Why do you think I picked Shane Taylor to be the lead in promo this week?
Yeah.
Without a doubt, Shane Taylor. Yeah. I'm like, of all people, you're going to like him? You're going to mess with because I saw clips of it. But I'm like,
yeah. Fight with Boom and Doom Glide. Fight with Cookie Man. That'll be fine.
Rizzler, yeah. Jenks and I talked about this pay-per-view for a hot second because I said, are you watching it live? I have shit to do. I can't watch it live. He says, yes, I think so. So we kind of made a half-ass prediction. Not that the title's on the line or anything. We need to get back to doing that. But I said MJF retaining, and Jenks says, I'm not sure about this. So I want to know why you weren't sure, and then I'll tell you why I was sure.
That's fair. I wasn't sure because the lead up it felt like they were removing a big piece to the title picture. Hangman can still be involved in it. It didn't seem like it was going to be too. It just felt off enough that maybe they would pull the trigger on this, and you could see like an Osprey becoming a challenger down the road. Obviously, I didn't know he was back on Sunday, and we'll get to that when the time comes. But it felt like he would be a perfect challenger to Hangman whenever he came back. That could be something. Swerve and Hangman at All In London was hanging there in the balance, especially if Ospreay wasn't involved in the title picture. So it was almost like that was playing a trick on me to say, that fruit of the tree is kind of dangling there, and that could be something that they would want to use to bring people in that. And on top of that, the MJF run, he's had a long run before, so why not? Why wouldn't they pull the trigger on shortening it up and doing a quick turnaround back to Hangman to bring it back to Swerve, right? So that was all kind of playing into my head. It might have been more overthinking now, but at the time it was like it was not as sure.
You heard me for weeks now. Once they put this stipulation on, I was all on board with everything you said. Yes. How can you keep essentially your top babyface / top heel when he wants to be, but top babyface of the company of all time away from this title?
Yeah.
Yada, yada, yada. And we gave you reasons of how he's going to get back into it, and he's going to get back into it. He's never not going to challenge for this championship again. Don't worry. Right. It's wrestling. Shit happens. Wednesday night, prior to Revolution, is what really flipped mine when, not the exact words, but when somebody guarantees something, or I'm going to be, the wording that Hangman said, I instantly, after Wednesday night, prior to, again, Revolution, I'm like, oh, he's not winning. Instantly knew right there he was not winning, because also that whole segment felt fucking off. Like, did they not give them at least bullet points?
Yeah.
It was just helter-skelter. And I was like, I don't know if they know what they're doing right now. And I'm like, there's no way they're taking this off of Hangman all of a sudden. He needs to go somewhere.
Right. No, that's fair. I mean, to that point with it being off, I don't know if I would agree it was off from the segment perspective. I think it played into my mind like maybe they didn't know what they wanted to do or what direction they wanted to go. Maybe there was some sort of push back and forth of saying, maybe I don't want to do this. Maybe we don't do this, because you can never be too sure on that. So I feel like they might have been still deciding what the direction of the match was going to be.
Well, you brought up somebody's name that may be involved sooner. We might as well just talk about the whole match and then do whatever match we want to.
That's fair.
You brought up Will.
Yeah.
Maybe Will really needed to be cleared Sunday morning. Maybe that run-in, I know it's with a different match, but
yeah,
maybe because they're aligning things for Will for London, but they didn't know if they had Will for this, for setting up London down the line,
I could see that, but I think Will said, I'm pulling up his Twitter feed now, he actually tweeted at one point, he said he was cleared the end of February, and then he was coming back. So it was like, he's reposting way too many things, so I can't find it. But he said like injured August, cleared February 25th or something like that, return Revolution March 15th. So he put the timeline out there. So they had a feeling for 2 weeks at least. But to your point, leading up to that, maybe they did not have a good grasp on story or how to proceed, and then they made a direction. They were like, okay, we're going to go this route. They find out Ospreay's going to come back, then it was kind of like, oh, can we still go that route? Can we still go that route? I still think there's something else happening with this story that we're not with Ospreay Mox that we'll get to later when we get to that match. But maybe there's a creative change in direction that made them take a second guess and think about it real quick and be like, huh, maybe we need to make Hangman win this thing. And then they ultimately decided, no, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
But
it can go. These conundrums that we always get as wrestling fans, and others already have probably thoughts coming in, and hopefully you send them in next week as well. But we think one level, they think another level. You look how when they send questions in, and we're like, holy shit, we didn't even think of that you blow our minds, for Ask Can Crushers. But Tony always gets us. We just mocked him about 69. Ha 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 ha. But he kind of mocks us because he's got the end game, and it is just a tangled mess until we're like, oh, I remember that from 2 years ago.
Yeah, I remember that little tidbit that he just pulled out of the air and was like, oh, shit, that was right.
Yeah.
That is something that happened. So,
but it was so minute when it happened, we
you dismiss it. Yeah, you dismiss it. But then it also forces us to remember, look at every goddamn detail you've seen.
Right. So let's talk about, we can go any match you want then. All right, but let's start, since we've beaten the hell out of MJF retaining the title. Did your wife watch this with you, buddy?
She did not.
Probably a good thing.
I had purposely made sure she was not watching this one because I knew, well, I didn't know it was going to be the greatest hits of all the death matches at one point, but I also figured it wasn't going to be something that needed to be viewed by her. So
right at this time or any time,
at any time. But my God,
I lost my shit when Terry Funk came out.
Oh, that was perfect.
I'm like, you're fucking kidding me.
I lost it when he did the video package and he was pissing on Hangman's grave because I'm like, of course you fucking would.
Yeah,
you would fucking do that. And then he came out as Terry Funk, and I'm like, oh, for the love of God, the biggest troll in the industry, would dress as the biggest cowboy in the industry that industry has ever seen. Of course he would.
Listen, I'm throwing it out there. This is going to be hell bent to be non-spectacle of the year match. This had everything I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. I even liked this syringe better than the first one.
This one took the syringe to another level because we shot it right through the cheek, which was oh God bless America. B, okay, nothing's coming through. It was just for shock and awe value at that point. But C, it wasn't the last spot in the match, and nothing connected after that to justify the use of it, besides just shock and awe at that point.
Look at this.
So
remember this?
Look at this. See how it's just squirting through there, and then here we go. And the fucking syringe was. I'm like, Jesus Christ, are we serious right now? And to come to find out, it's 10 minutes into the 45-minute match.
Dog collar, everything. Nothing in that freaking building was safe.
No, nothing was. The freaking soundboards, fireworks system, whatever the hell it was going on, they fly through. Skewers, which I thought was going to get turned over.
I really hate those.
I hate that. Is unnecessary at that point.
Yeah.
But we had real glass, maybe. I don't know. We might have real glass. It was a window pane.
It looked real enough to me. Are you agreeing this has to be spectacle of the year?
Yeah, but they're going to pull some other bullshit that makes it not. So here's the first. Every time, I think it's spectacle of the year right now, 100%. But we're 3 months in, we know there's anarchy, blood and guts, some sort of bullshit going on at All In that's going to be some sort of
death and dismemberment,
exploding barbed wire death match type material. They're going to find a way to top it.
it's going to be hell pressed, but okay.
It'll be hell pressed, but
every time we say this, like the next thing somebody, and I'm not saying this being cute or anything, somebody's got to die at one of these points, right?
Well, this plays into the point that Danielson made on commentary, which I think was beautifully said. There needs to be a moratorium on these matches because we are now pushing it to where we've had 3 in 8 months, 10 months, whatever it has been since July, 9 months. We've had this
9 months.
9 months. We've had 3 of these death matches, I think, since July. So we need to start spreading this out a little bit further. Maybe it needs to take a year off where we're not consistently, because to your point, we're consistently getting to a point where somebody's going to have to jump off a building to make it stand out more.
Yeah.
Because we've played the greatest hits throughout this, and we had dog haulers. That wasn't a death match, but it was a big, bloody, brutal war in the 2023. So you had dog haulers, you had, the glass. Surprised we didn't have a bed of nails. We had everything. I fully think we would have had fire if somebody in the goddamn audience had a goddamn lighter
and thrown a chair on fire.
Exactly. And I'm getting off track because I'm about to go down that path. But they just need to stop with it because you're going to get to a point where you need to murder somebody to make it happen.
Yeah. Like Darby's going to make a run in and shoot one of them.
Exactly.
I'm the number one fucking contender.
Which they had them get in a car accident Wednesday. So that was...
Yeah.
Figure that out. But
not a promise, not a prediction, but a thought. Darby's the one taking it from MJF after Wednesday.
I'm starting to think about it. I think it's Double or Nothing. I think we're going to get that. It's going to be the main event.
Yeah.
Double or Nothing.
How do we get it to Will then? I don't know.
Do we get it to Will? Well, do we get it? Here's how we could get it to Will. I don't think he's a babyface.
Will?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's getting the crowd noise behind him, which is great.
Because he's back.
You
cheer anybody that big
who comes back. 100%. But he's attacking Moxley, who was the babyface. And rightfully so, he's the one that injured him. But I just don't... This is not the same Will that left. This is a different Will that has a very revenge on the mind, very much in a darker place than when he left. And with neck surgery, you tend to go into a darker place. So it's not going to surprise me if this Will Ospreay is a heel, more or less, and is going into London, is going to be a dastardly bastard and goes into All in London as a dastardly bastard. And Darby's only having a 2-month reign with it.
Finally getting it in on him, getting it off of him. Darby's been a champ. Does Darby need the title ever? No, but I think he's Darby, and they want to say he's held it once.
Well, 100%, because they do, I think, at some capacity, fear that he's going to hurt himself permanently, and they need to pull the trigger sooner rather than later.
Without a doubt. So that match, unbelievable. What match do you want?
Well, we brought up Ospreay, so let's go Mox and Takeshita, because why not?
Okay.
I mean, this one was fucking phenomenal too. They started out with bangers right out the gate.
They did.
They knew what they were doing. They were like, "No, we're gonna jump this. We're gonna get this going." And we knew Mox and Takeshita were going to bring it.
They had the separation perfectly, I think, in this pay-per-view of everything.
Oh, 100%. They placed it well and fed into it well, because this fed into what happened in the aftermath of the previous fight, which we haven't gotten into yet. but it plays into. They beautifully blended the first 3 matches where you were, oh
Stuck.
my god,
Not
what is
stuck.
that? You're stuck. You were entranced at that
Yeah.
point. You
Perfect
were
word.
you're staying in your seat and watching this because they knew, oh, maybe we'll lose them in the third match. Nah, with Mox coming out, the people are going to stay in their seats. They will not leave them.
Right.
And again, it fucking delivered.
It
Takeshi
did.
and Mox, once again, every fucking thing that we wanted it to be and more.
Did you think at any moment that Takeshita was going to take the title from Mox?
Honestly, in the moment, yeah. I thought
did too.
I could see it happening and be like, okay, this is his consolation prize. When it didn't happen, I was like, okay, this is how they're going to pull him out of the Don Callis family because, well, before I knew better later on in the night, he was the only one without, he would be one of the only ones without gold.
Right.
The main members without gold. We're not counting Archer because Archer is
in and out.
And
mostly out.
And I mean, Tony hates big men. So,
right.
But I was like, oh, okay, this could work, but it didn't happen. And I was fine with that.
I was too. This is on the level again. This is on the level for match of the year. It was so damn good.
This is the best of their 3 matches they've had.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. And after Ospreay comes out.
And then after, comes out, attacks, Hidden Blade, right to Mox. Great. Then takes out the Death Riders, and he's standing tall.
Yeah. But we don't know what he's doing yet.
We don't know what he's doing yet. We know who he's targeting, but we don't know what he's up to yet.
Right. Well, you brought up my next match is where I'll go to.
Let's do it.
You brought up the one kind of that was a prelude to this. It was Timeless Tony and Marina. What did you think of the match?
I thought the match was good. I mean,
I love the stupid spots that Tony does.
They always carries it.
Yes.
Yeah. It always carries it. It also, I think they just have good chemistry together. And this is the best work Marina's done has been brought out by Toni Storm. And that's what it needed. We thought Mox definitely helped bring her to light, get her more comfortable in what she was doing. But I think Toni Storm has actually done a lot to help get her more comfortable in the ring and understand the psychology of it.
This year, does Marina get around a title?
I think she threatens for a title. They probably won't put one on her, but she threatens definitely for a title.
Yeah, and I don't think the main one. I'll just throw it that way. I don't
think it's like TBS. We're sniffing around a TBS title.
Yeah,
at some capacity. Yeah,
she's somebody that even in losses like this, though. And I'll fast forward to Wednesday, even in the one with Shirakawa as well. Losing does not hurt her. She's always that China, the force to reckon with no matter what. Yes, she lost the match, but you meet her in the dark alley, she's going to whoop the fucking shit out of you.
Oh, absolutely. You're not getting out of that dark alley without being knocked the fuck out at that point. So
it doesn't matter if she ever wins a match.
Yeah.
She's always going to be there because
100%.
Around association, essentially.
Yep. Which makes her a perfect fit for the Death Riders.
Exactly. And then Ronda Rousey comes out.
Were you disappointed when you saw Ronda?
Disgusted is the word, not disappointed. This was well hidden, by the way.
It was very well hidden. I would agree.
I was like, what the fuck? I'm not excited for this at all. And I don't know if it's a long, because she's got an MMA fight coming up or something, but I don't think it's long. I think it's just maybe Ronda. Listen, she was pissing on WWE for the last year and a half or so.
Yep.
Maybe she just wants to piss on him a little bit more by coming here.
She's shown up once before, randomly. I do think they were trying to set up a spot with her and Tony to go for it again, but we now know Tony's injured and probably out for a significant period of time based off of why she was written off of television. And now we're playing a game of Clue. I'm really hoping Luther's in a detective costume next week to figure this out.
He better be.
That chef's kiss on that. But we're playing a game of who did it, who done it, what happened. So I think I do think that messed up the plans a little bit. I think they're kind of like, shit, now we did the Ronda card, but we have nobody to face Ronda.
Right.
Go ahead.
Reverse back. Hangman's off for a while too. Just an FYI.
Absolutely.
I saw that. We won't see Hangman until who the hell knows.
Yeah.
He's gone for a while.
We're getting Drifter Hangman. Big bushy beard, big bushy hair, months.
We're not going to see him.
Yep. Or it's going to be like some random spottings of him where they don't recognize him because they're goofy, silly like that. He'll be outside the arena and they'll think he's a homeless guy as they walk past him.
Just popped to me. Hangman wants to get back in the title picture. Do we get the reincarnation of the Midnight Rider?
Oh.
He would fit it fucking perfectly for what Dusty did.
Yes, he would. That would be a good one.
Everybody knows who it is.
It is, but he just does it, and nobody can figure out who it is, can prove who it is.
Until he's ready to, the Midnight Rider, or whatever they're going to call him,
unmasks
and gets this title shot, and it's Hangman.
And then he probably comes out to like Riders of the Storm or something like that. Just some sort of,
That one's free, Tony. That one's free.
You're welcome.
Were you excited to see Ronda?
It wasn't excitement, but it was shock.
Shock.
I will say that, there was a shock value there, but I don't think I was excited per se. It was, okay, what game are they playing now with this? What lever are they pulling here?
Yeah. Still disgusted though. Go ahead, you pick one.
Well, we'll go to what ended up being the first match of the card. Well, full match of the card, because we had a half a match come into the card. It was the Celtics versus the Lakers.
It was. Dude, I loved both entrances. Absolutely lost my shit on both of them.
They were fantastic. Kids coming out, doing the super kick party.
Yeah.
FTR coming out. Stoke being Stoke. We got rave reviews here. Kimberly watched it. She loves Stoke.
She loves Stoke.
Big Stoke fan here. But the entrances were great. They were fantastic.
I know we're all talking like out of both sides of our mouths right now. Were you shocked that the Bucks didn't win prior to?
I was a little shocked.
I
was like, wow, I would have thought this is the big, babyface win. You're in LA, you're at the Staples Center, you're doing the Lakers shtick. You're writing this and you're writing it for it.
Right.
Like, you do this, but a heartbreak. Boston has broken LA's heart several times before, and FTR was going to be the same here.
Touche. But it sets up, because Cope and Christian
came back.
And it sets up what I predicted for last year, that they return together, be tag team, probably win the titles, and then lose them quickly. You get both of these then. They beat their enemy of enemies, FTR, to get the titles, maybe with some help from the Bucks.
Yeah.
with the, hey, now that you guys have those, we're the number one contenders because you just beat them. Now give us a title. Maybe that's the long way of getting it to the Bucks. Because I don't see Cope and Christian keeping it long if they get them, when they get them.
Yeah, I see them keeping it until All In. My question or thought process was, is it FTR you get the titles off of, triple threat, and then the Bucks get a solo title shot at All In? Or is it you get FTR, you win the titles, you face the Bucks at Double or Nothing, and then you do the triple threat at All In?
I'm thinking you get the triple threat at All In.
And I think
the TLC or something.
Could be something like that.
Yeah.
And to that point, the Bucks get the win at All In.
Yeah. Yes. We're on the same page.
Yeah.
Maybe a windier road, but yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because I think the main story of the Bucks and the FTR is not over. These guys are just the sidecar to get the match that they want.
Yep. 100%.
900 years ago, we had TLC with Edge and Christian and the Dudleys and the Hardys. Well, the Hardys are exactly, and I'm not saying exactly before I get shit on next week, but the Hardys are the Young Bucks. Edge and Christian are still themselves. The Dudleys are FTR.
Yep.
That's their styles.
And that's exactly it. It's a perfect replica. You'll have the Bucks and FTR to take the bumps.
Yep.
Edge and Christian do their shtick, and then maybe one of them takes a table bump. And the other one gets put through the announce table and the other takes a different table bump off a ladder. And that's how they get out of the match.
Boom. And then you actually then end up getting FTR and Bucks for mostly of the match.
Exactly.
To carry it. It'd still be amazing.
Yep.
Ladders and chairs and lions and tigers can all be involved.
Yep.
Did you like the match?
Oh, I love the match.
Okay.
Tag team match of the year candidate.
Yeah.
It started with the first 3 full matches, match of the year candidates, kind of playing into that. And I'm including Tony and Marina because they did put on a pretty enjoyable match for me. It's a loose third.
Yeah. I mean, it will probably be knocked out quick.
Yeah. But it's probably Mania we're going to get clear that, but
yeah, it's a good match.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it. Well, fuck, we might as well go to this one then, too. The half match that we got to actually start the show that started on the pregame that ended yesterday. Once they only announced 2 people that were going to be in this 21-man blackjack battle royal, why do we have to have odd numbers? I don't know.
It's 21. It's blackjack is 21. You hit.
Yeah.
Everything is casino related, remember?
I know that, but idiot. You knew it was going to come down to Ricochet and Jack Perry.
You did. Yep.
You didn't have to tell me that Dom, the pizza delivery guy, was coming, and this guy and this guy. It was only going to be 2 people. It was only going to be 2 people, but it was enough that there's more of a feud now between these 2 instead of having a quick singles match.
Well, exactly, because you didn't have the quick singles match. You have to now. Well, we have to prove our mettle. Who's the better guy? Who is it? Is it Jack Perry? Is it Ricochet? Which we'll find out probably at Dynasty or whatever the next probably. But yeah, you open that up to let the singles match breathe and actually get some traction between those 2.
It was okay.
I mean, it was a battle royal. I don't think I've ever seen a battle royal keep me in awe.
Right.
Suspense and awe.
Yeah. I agree. Go ahead.
Hold on. I don't want to do that. Let's talk Swerve and Brody.
Okay.
Let's talk Swerve and Brody. Well, these two trying to kill each other without killing each other at this point.
They did enough for me to go, oh man. But then I'm like, well, they can't do that much because then down
Later
the line,
on,
you really have to kill somebody again.
Yeah.
But they're two bigger, beefier men doing this to each other. And I'm like, holy shit. The 21 drive-bys that he had to get to kill him, essentially.
Yeah.
I like this. Jenks, this is, and it's loosely, again, it's on there for me too, of like a match of the year, because you don't see two big guys going at it like this. Does it hurt Brody that he took the loss? I thought it put more of a rocket up his ass to get one of these other solo titles.
100%. I mean, it took the vertebraker, then the kicks to put him down. If that doesn't shoot the rocket up his ass and push him, I don't know what does. I mean, Brody looked like the beast and monster we thought he has been for many years now. And now he's got the rocket to say, oh, you got a tough road to get through me to get anywhere else. So I think this helped him out tremendously. And that bird breaker on the goddamn concrete floor.
Right.
Ugh.
What the fuck? Like, watching that, I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, you did it. But that is less than a millimeter, and Brody's not walking.
100%. That there's so much trust there from Brody saying, I know you're not going to paralyze me here.
Yeah. Oh, and we get a return in this one too, by the way.
Well, we do. Night of returns at this point.
It is.
Kenny by God Omega was there showing up, which, okay, he's supposed to, we knew maybe he'd come back at some point. He was around. He had to be coming back. But now that sets up the number one contendership versus the EVP status.
Right?
I think it's looking pretty good for what's going to happen here. Swerve's in a good spot right now.
He really is. He really is. We're jonesing around Will or Darby or the Midnight Rider. Are we getting it back to Swerve? I'm kind of more excited out of everybody I just named if we get it back to Swerve.
100%. I think Swerve is on the horizon here. Or we're about to get something really big that's going to explode at Double or Nothing.
That's where everything's going, right? I know we're talking all in all the time, but
Double or Nothing things are coming to a head because the Owen tournament's probably in May.
Yep.
Again. So we're going to have a tournament final at Double or Nothing to determine whoever the number one contender is. But this is setting up a lot of storylines to explode at Double or Nothing. Huge.
Bailey's excited as well. Yeah,
There's somebody upset.
How can I put this? A no disqualification match, essentially, that was done so well prior to a Texas death match that they were 4 matches away. And I'm not saying that you forgot about Swerve and Brody by then, but what the main event did, they elevated their shit to go, oh wow, we just saw some dastardly ass fucked up shit between Swerve and Brody, but this is on another level. I said this card was probably one of the best laid out cards I've seen in years. The way everything it flowed, as you said earlier.
Yeah. It flowed from each thing beautifully. They knew what they were doing when they put it together. They gave us.
It's about time though, because sometimes they don't.
Well, no, they don't. And it was very apparent that they put the time and effort into organizing this because they're like, bing, bang, boom, three big classics battling here. Take the break off, put in the tag titles, let them steam here. Then let's hit them back with Swerve and then get them with the next few to kind of get the play going and just basically get everything moving.
Yeah. Well, I'll talk about the tag titles. Bane and Cross beat Willow and Harley. We kind of knew this was coming sooner than later. Bane maybe keep this for a little bit. We still think Bane's getting a rocket strap to her ass, essentially, to go Tekla. We may have thought maybe Stat, whatever. But this is her stepping stone, maybe a little bit. And maybe it was supposed to be Penelope, I think.
Could have been
written down the line or prior to the line. But Lena and Bane just make so much sense. Like, I don't know. Let them reset the tag division that's been kind of shoddy.
Maybe I think this is leading up to Willow and Stat joining forces to take them down. I had this epiphany a week or two ago. It was they would take the tag titles off of them, and especially after this, it kind of reinforced it. They take the tag titles off of them. Willow's kind of lost. Harley's going to go do her own thing, or at least Harley shit. And Willow needs help because she's trying to take down Bane. She's trying to take down Cross. You know, they're attacking her. Maybe Willow loses the TBS title to Bane, and she's struggling. She needs a friend. She needs some sort of powerhouse to help her. They've been hinting it. They've been flirting with it. Now they just push it. And I think this comes into play where they bring in Stat and let her and Willow run for the tag titles.
Because Stat's been, we'll probably put two matches in one. Stat's kind of been eliminated from the heavyweight championship for a while.
Yeah, I mean, Tekla basically said she's not in the picture till next year at this point. So champion doesn't really have that much power, but it could be a thing, you know, because Stat lost the rematch. So why even
2 out of 3?
The idea to bring her back? Yeah, she lost 2 out of 3. She's done. I mean,
that makes more sense now that now that you said it, I've seen the hints now. I have.
They're friendly again. It'll happen.
And Tekla's next opponent is got orange hair.
I think it has to be, right?
Yeah.
Because they got to go back to that. Yeah.
I mean, it's going to simmer for a while. Tekla might have a defense against me or you or somebody, but somebody from over there has to win a title over there, right? If it's not Will, because we've kind of written him off a little bit that he's not getting it. Jamie's big comeback story ends there.
Yeah. I mean, that's where she came back. So why wouldn't we roll it back and let her run with it?
Yeah. Both of these matches were good. Yeah. Both of these matches did what they need to be. This very second, I don't know if they know where they're going with Tekla right now, though. I mean, they see Jamie there, but we got 6 months before we're there.
Yeah, I think they may start struggling with what the next steps are here, because they don't really have anybody else set up for Tekla.
No,
to run with right now, which is why I was kind of leaning towards Stat to win it back, because it just seemed like that would be the obvious thing here is, hey, you don't have anybody to take her on lined up, so just give it back to Stat. 100%. You always just give it back to Stat and you'll be fine. But that just, they didn't do that. So I don't know.
I was shocked now that we covered kind of all the women's matches. I was shocked that we didn't get Charlie here yet. I thought this was something big and if you don't know who Charlie is, it's Dakota Kai.
Yeah.
It's rumored more than rumored that she's on her way. I thought this would have been a great place for maybe Charlie doesn't win it from Tekla, but makes her way in and says, okay, 2 different styles, whatever she wants to say, but 2 different styles. Now take me on. You have something set up for Dynasty. You have something set up for the next one before All In. Charlie's a huge name. Everybody know who she is. Dakota Kai. Boom, 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 boom. It's a great signing from AEW. I was kind of shocked that it didn't happen. I was still throwing up in my mouth about Ronda, though. That was their big surprise.
Well, that was their big surprise, but I think it was a night of returns more than it was a night of debuts. If that makes sense. I mean, and you can technically throw Ronda in there, just whatever. But I think that was the point of we're just kickstarting the year of rivalries. We need to return some people, get them into the fold. Maybe they pull the trigger at Dynasty. Maybe. I don't know. It's in Vancouver. It could be a way to play off of that. So maybe.
She's from Australia.
I understand that.
Vancouver has to do with Australia.
I was just throwing it out there as it's a different country, whatever it is. So you get a hotter crowd in Canada sometimes than you do in the United States with it.
Oh,
so that's where I was kind of going with that is maybe they're just waiting for a different venue and different opportunity to kind of push that. I completely get where you were coming from. Like, what's this dumbass fucking talking out of that? But no,
I don't know.
I was trying to, I don't know geography. I don't know history. I don't know people. I don't know where people are from. But no, my thing was you get a hotter crowd from Canada. If you do debuts and all of that stuff, you might be able to pop it a little bit more with Dynasty there.
Touche. I'm not saying this mean. Andrade and Bandito was great. Okay. The other 2 were like this next 3 matches. We didn't do it on purpose, but we did it kind of the way that we're talking about matches on purpose. This was definitely the palate cleanser segment of the show between 100%. Jet Speed and those guys against the Callis family, and Andrade and Bandito was great.
Yeah.
And we could talk about each one of them individually. Darby Orange and Strong against the Dogs. I still don't. I'm going there, and then we'll jump back to anyone. You're still trying to build up the Dogs. You just got Finley. Why does Darby Orange and Roderick need to win on this? These guys are supposed to be the baddest MFers out there right now. You just fucking killed Darby again 3 weeks ago. You drug him around the parking lot. You did this. And their first match on a pay-per-view. See you later.
All that to put Darby over for the world title picture. That's what it seemed like. Well, it doesn't make any sense. Finley literally debuted the Wednesday before the pay-per-view.
3 days before.
The pay-per-view. And he looked strong in the match, but you should have given him the win. I thought, thank God we didn't pick because this one was on me. I thought Roderick was actually going to turn on Darby and Orange and join the Dogs.
Yes. Yes. You read my mind.
I thought that was what was going to happen. And I was waiting for it.
Those 2 just get an epic beatdown.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
the match didn't even happen, maybe.
Yeah, the match never happened. You just
beat the fuck out of them.
Exactly. 10-minute beatdown. That's it. And then you do the coffin. Then you do the coffin match Wednesday.
Yeah. This is where Tony, like the whole kerfuffle that we talk about, that we're like, oh yeah, that. I don't care about them now. I don't care.
I have not one of them is a threat. I think Gabe Kidd has something wrong with him. That's just he's not fully.
Mental health matters. Jenks, mental health matters.
I understand that, but I'm still afraid of Gabe Kidd. I'm just going to put that out there, which is great, but you can't have him losing the fucking Darby
week after week.
Week after week.
Next week he'll beat Bob Smith.
So I've been fully convinced. Yeah, he'll win. He'll beat Bob Smith. I'm fully convinced Gabe Kidd is unstable, but he can't. He's just not smart enough to avoid getting caught in a trap because he got zip tied to the fucking ramp when we knew a zip tie was in play.
Oh, there's a zip tie. Here's my arm.
Here's my arm. Zip tie me to the ramp.
I'm done. Out of the match.
Clark Connors is out here looking like a 70s porn star running around, and then you got Finley. Finley was the only one that looked like it maybe a threat. But hey,
was he?
Hey, listen. He makes
people
he makes
don't know
money.
who he is. Now we just lost the Orange and fucking Darby in
listen. He makes money with them, so that's all that matters.
Okay. We'll go to the other one because I do want to give Bandito and Andrade some props, but I don't care about. I haven't cared about the Trios Championship since it was stripped when I was in Buffalo 3 years ago. And it's the hottest potato out there. Here you go. You have it for a week. I have it for a week. I don't give two fucks about this match.
Well, I'm disappointed because I think they should have let Callis' family have them for a while. Like, have this trio run with it. Because I don't give a care that Mystico has joined AEW. Right. Let alone do I think he needs a title. So it's Jet Speed Mystico or whatever they're going by now.
Right.
Mystic Speed, or I'm just going to start naming names at this point. But
Speedico.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Speedico. El Speedico wins the trios titles. I don't care about that. Give me United Empire and Okada running with the titles for a while, because Takeshita jealous of the whole situation, and you play into a fight wherever it's at, between the two.
No, that didn't happen though.
No.
Here you go. How long are you guys going to keep it?
Yeah.
Defended on Collision every couple weeks.
Also, give me the Kevin Knight heel turn already. I'm ready for this to move on. It's been hinted. He's got the arrogance. He's got the cockiness. He wants to do it. When are we doing it?
It's the dangling fruit that just keeps, they want it too much right now. I'll always go back to this. Same time the tag team champion should have won in Buffalo. They should have won it that night. Nah.
We'll give it to him 3 weeks later.
Yeah.
In Long Island.
Nobody cared.
Yeah.
But they cared, but they're like, okay. Not as much of a pop it could have been.
Well, yeah, because then it seemed like, we're giving you what you want. And it was like, well, we won. Instead of surprising us with it, you just are collapsing to our demands. You heard us.
Yeah.
You heard us, and you're like, we should give it to them.
Yeah. It sounds like there's money there.
There might be money there.
We weren't sure if there was money there or not.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. But now we know.
Kevin goes heel. He's ready to go.
At that point. Yeah.
Yeah. Look out, Jack. Look out, Ricochet. Who's ever got this national title, whoever's got the TNT title.
Look out. He's coming.
That's the smartest move for him then, right off the bat.
100%. 100%.
Let him walk around like the Ricky Starks that you lost. That arrogant, that pompous, showing off that title.
And you let walk because some 50-year-old couldn't take a joke, but
yeah. I take jokes. I'm 49 though.
We'll see. You haven't hit the big 5-0 yet, so
I haven't. Yeah. And then Andrade and Bandito. They're so fucking smooth.
This might be sitting firm at 3 right now.
Yeah.
Too smooth, too good for their own. Andrade has found finally what he has been missing since, I would say, NXT.
I knew you were going to say it. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. He lost it for 6 years, whatever it was when he got called up. He's found it again.
I think a train just went through on the road. I don't know. It sounded something weird outside. Agreed. This new Andrade is unbelievable. I've always loved Bandito. I really have. And it just this match was great. If you haven't listened, this whole pay-per-view was great. But this was a great palate cleanser of a wrestling match after Swerve and Brody, even Tekla and Stat.
Yeah.
It brought us back after the trios match. And it gave us enough to carry us through the next shit match that I didn't like of Darby to get us to MJF.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, would I have wanted this a little bit sooner, because I think it got pops. It got pops. Don't get me wrong. But I think it could have been a little bit sooner, and it really would have set the night off more. Like, I think you could have maybe shuffle everything down one and put this right after FTR and Timeless. But I know we said everything gelled so well that whole segment, you break this down into like 3 segments. You have those first, get rid of the Battle Royal. You have the first 3 matches, which is all one fucking match, essentially.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
It all rolled into each other.
They just kept rolling, so you didn't leave. Yeah.
Then you had pseudo wrestling with John and Takeshita in the tag team match. Then you went to Death and Dismemberment, even with Tekla and Stat. I mean, that was pretty brutal. 2 out of 3. Then we're like, all right, we don't know where to put these 3 matches. Fuck. Let's really clean everybody's palate and put them before you see Death. This one stole the show. This was unbelievable, the Andrade Bandito match. It was just, that's my big minute, which I know I just said big and minute in the same thing, but that's my big minute, which means it's okay. Oxymoron that I'm going to say should have been someplace else, because it didn't get enough love, I think. It got a lot, but it didn't get what it should have.
That's fair. And I think he tried his best with what the card was by putting it between the 2 trios matches, because then he was like, okay, we know this one's not going to be great, and this one's probably not going to be great. They'll keep your attention, but it's not going to be that stellarness. So we'll put Andrade there, so it kind of gives you palette, Andrade, palette, death match.
Yeah.
Right. I do think they could have went, maybe throw trios, maybe potentially before the women's tag titles or after it. Let those 2 matches kind of pre-show, whatever it was. And then let's throw Andrade in that here. Maybe we put 2 out of 3 falls, and then we put in a 3-man, the 6-man, and then go into the finale.
Yeah. But, I mean, we're ranking this on beers. How many are you giving this?
I'd give it a 6.
Show. Yeah.
I'd give it a 6. I can't. The whole show's a 6. It was beautifully ran. That one match we could have maybe found a place. 100%. That one match alone was fantastic. The pay-per-view overall was fantastic, and we can overlook the placement of that one match because they did beautifully flow it. And I cannot understate how much I love the transition from Tony and Marina into Mox and Takeshita, with her meeting him halfway and then slapping him up and getting him hyped up and him roll into the ring.
Yeah. I'm telling you, you throw out the thing that started and ended you throw out the Battle Royal.
Yeah.
The first 3 were epic.
Oh, yeah. Epic. And then you had probably 3 to 4 more on the card that were fucking fantastic to Epic.
Yeah.
As well.
You really only had 2 dead matches for me in this whole card.
Yeah, and even then the dead matches didn't go below very good.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're still looking at they didn't live up to the hype, but the rest of the card was so goddamn high that it was like, how do you compare these two?
Sometimes, 2 trios matches on a pay-per-view, unless it's old school Survivor Series, which weren't trios matches, but you understand what I'm saying. When you have that many multi-man matches on a pay-per-view, something is going to lose its kilter.
100%. And it also is going to depend on the talent involved. If you had the Elite versus somebody, you're getting a fucking great match, no matter what. I think the dogs we didn't know enough about, and we knew Orange, Darby, or Punching Bags, and Roddy was a wild card, so that couldn't be anything good.
Right.
I think they were banking on the trios title to be this banger of a match, and it had its moments, but it wasn't anything to say, this was the fucking match.
It stole the show.
This stole the show. It didn't hit. For some reason, it just didn't hit. And it's sad because Mystico and Okada have hit before.
Right.
Mike Bailey, Kevin Knight, all the players do hit in good matches, but
sometimes you get burnout. Yeah. And again, I'll go back. You have the epic beginning of this, and then keep going. You can't keep that up the whole night. So you needed let them go to the bathroom, let them catch your breath. If this is a dud, we'll take it match.
Right. And also, we kind of saw this match 2 weeks ago when they won the titles.
Right.
You're just plugging Mystico. Keep trying to call him Mystico, and that's not it. It's Mystico in for Hangman.
Right.
So we're just playing a different game here. It's already something we've seen.
Yeah. Hangman or Mystico, who you taking? Yeah, all right. That's
Rider of the Storm.
Right.
The mask.
Is that what we're gonna call him?
Yeah, I'm calling him Rider of the Storm.
Because then
Storm Rider.
What is the song by the Doors that you brought up?
Riders of the Storm.
Yeah.
That's what I've been naming, yeah.
Yeah.
Storm Rider. We'll call him Storm Rider. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what he's coming out to. I don't know how the hell they're gonna buy the rights to that, but we'll buy the rights to that.
How did they get Kansas? The man he saved $6.9 billion in 2023. So he has the money to buy the rights.
You can, but yeah, the Doors. Here you go. I want the whole Doors fucking soundtrack.
Yeah, give me Light My Fire. That's going to be one of them.
Do you have anything else?
No.
God, now I need to listen to the Doors. Maybe I should run to the Doors this week. That's probably not.
What was your playlist that you had for this week?
Oh, this weekend is wrestling themes. Okay. I hinted at it on TikTok this week already.
Oh, I know, but I just wanted
to get that out there. It's wrestling themes because it's out there now. And you guys won't listen to this until I'm running. My outfit, Sir Michael Jenks, is the cream of the crop. It is Macho Man sipping on his tea, all in psychedelic colors. It's a Bill Belichick hoodie. It's cut off. I got the hood, and the shorts it's like a baby blue, like the San Diego Chargers or whatever the hell they're called now. The Montreal Expos. I'll put it that way because I know that's the exact color. Okay. It's like the Montreal Expos, baby blue. And then there's some purple and yellows in there with Macho Man all over it. And it says cream of the crop on it.
The best.
And I don't have a hat to really go with it. So I'm going to wear my Detroit Tigers Big League Chew hat that's like a neon.
That little, yeah.
The neon green one with purple brim.
I like that. That's a good call. That'll work.
That's my first outfit.
I love that.
Yeah.
Are you gonna?
Did I not show you? Did I show you?
Oh, you showed me. I saw it. I've seen it. Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
No.
Yeah.
You've shown it to me.
That's the official running outfit of my first ever big run.
I love it. I love it.
No
Now,
rain. It's supposed to be about 55 degrees.
I was going to say it's supposed to be nice this
Yeah.
weekend for the most part, so that'll be good.
Yep.
Look at you.
So it is definitely it's wrestling themes in my head.
What's the first wrestling theme?
I don't know yet. I've really popped this week on Christian's old one.
Oh yeah. Well, I heard in the TikTok video you played it. Yeah.
Yeah. Close your eyes, but it would have told to go whatever. That
Yeah.
one really popped. Or why wouldn't I start with Edge on this day?
I see clearly.
Yeah. Why wouldn't I start with one of them?
Try to time final countdown at the end.
Settle down now, kid. Settle down.
By the way, randomly this week I was in a meeting, and it wasn't this week; it was today, as of recording. And I said something. We were making jokes. I said, "Oh, must be the voices in my head." And the one guy in the meeting goes,
On there.
"I heard that's a song," and I go, "That is a song." And I'm like, "We get a deeper understanding right now, bud.
Yep.
We might have to investigate this a little bit. You and I got this. You and I have got this now." So I was like, "Okay, all right." So more to come on that one, but
nice.
Yeah, he understood it.
I have. I'll throw it out to you real quick. I'm gonna hit play and see what happens. I'm not gonna actually pick what comes up because I just want to let it go. Sami Zayn's on it because I like the whoa. I have Becky's old one on without a doubt. I have Voices. I have Metalingus. I have Christians. I have the Midnight Express. Just their old one. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe that's gonna hit it like mile 2 when I really need that
extra jazz. Yeah.
I did put on, if there's one that I hope hits at the end, it's Romans, honestly.
OTC.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
that's fair.
Just because I really like the song even before it was Orange Cassidy's Jane. There's a couple other ones, but
Jane is top tier. Yeah.
Maybe I should start with the Kingdom though. I don't know. I'm gonna listen to
I like Metalingus.
Yeah. On This Day seems right, and then I'll just hit shuffle.
But see, here's the problem with that. You're in Macho Man garb. You need pomp and circumstance.
I do need it, but that's not probably the right start that I want. I'm not supposed to start fast.
That kind of drags it out. If you go Metalingus, that's like a punch to the face.
Oh, yeah, I need to go.
I need that go. Yeah.
Fuck, maybe I should start with Pomp and Circumstances. I have a 6-hour ride.
You'll figure it out.
I'm going to listen to the playlist probably 37 times because it's only a half an hour, 40-minute run. I might have to delete the playlist and put them on the way that I want them to go.
And then just let it go straight.
And don't hit shuffle, just let them play. Spotify's going to hate me.
Maybe you do. Well, you know what? Shuffle could work in your advantage, though, because it could give you might be lulling, boom, there's a boost of energy, big hit. Or it could work against you.
Makes sense, though.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean,
I am Macho Man.
Yeah.
Plus,
think about it.
I'm also wearing, like, the guy that I'm staying at his house, we call his dad Macho Man because he's a fucking spitting image of Macho Man. So he has no idea what I'm wearing. He's going to lose his shit when I walk into his house wearing all this Macho Man garb. And I don't know if it's then time to buy a new one because there's other ones out there. There's the Mega Powers. I could be wearing the red and the orange or the red and the yellow.
What are you wearing for the half marathon?
Oh, all pit stuff, dude.
Okay, fair.
That's, yeah. For the draft day one, I'll wear something Steelers.
Yeah.
But for the Pittsburgh half marathon, it's definitely
pit.
I'm going my pit stuff. Yeah. touch. I'm planning race outfits out already, Jenks.
You should. You're trying to have fun with it. You're not trying to win. You're trying to have fun.
No, I'm coming after Usain Bolt. Ready. Me and him. We're going to race over it all in.
Okay. All right. I'll put on the mask and take out his knee.
Good. Yes, please.
Yeah.
And curb stomp him.
Yeah. Curb stomp. Take out his knee. Black Scorpion or like just Ric Flair it in the 90s.
Nope. At a training prior to, you need to hit him in the knee with a crowbar, like Nancy Kerrigan.
Oh, yeah.
Hardly.
Oh, yeah. I'll make sure to put on a blonde wig to make that work.
Bam. I got nothing else.
I got nothing.
All right.
We're going to get Mark the first any way we can in this race.
Yeah. No, not this week's. This week's is just fun. The half marathon is where I'm coming. Pittsburgh.
Half marathon, we need to start spearing people.
Yeah. We got to screw people over.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to have it all laid out for you when I do the Pittsburgh other one, because half of that.
You're doing recon on that one. Yeah.
I'm doing recon on the half marathon by doing the draft day one. Mm-hmm.
It all works out. Look at that.
I'll know exactly where you need to be with your sniper. We're good to go. Remember, next week is Ask Can Crushers. Get your questions or your shit or whatever you want to tell us in by saying cancrusher69@gmail.com on your computer. Not saying it, typing it.
Typing it and type your question in that as well.
Yeah, don't forget your question. So we still do have the WWE code down at the bottom in the description. Click on that. You may save some money, you might not, but it comes back and helps support the podcast.
We have merch out there too on CrowdMade. Go ahead and pick up some Can Crusher merch or our beautiful faces or drink out of our beautiful glassware that we have out there. The world is your oyster. Use it all.
That's it. Remember, just because you're trash doesn't mean you can't do great things.
You're a garbage can, not a garbage cannot. Make sure you tell your loved ones that you love them.
Because you never know.
Whoop, whoop.